The rains have finally arrived in Marsabit in northern Kenya, ending a year-long drought that has crippled the region, killing huge numbers of livestock and leaving acres of farmland parched and untilled. But while green shoots and grass are already beginning to liven up the landscape, the spectre of death and stench of rotting carcasses still hang heavy in the air. Although farmers and pastoralists in the area have lost a great deal, there are also some of a handful of animal owners who for the first time are receiving compensation for the animals that have died. They are part of a pioneering insurance scheme designed by agricultural researchers in America and piloted in Marsabit over the last few years. Known as Index-Based Livestock Insurance or IBLI, the scheme works by using satellite imagery to calculate the level of destruction in an area. So far, 650 animal herders have signed up, and on Friday they received their first payout.
I am pleased because I paid a premium of 1,950 Kenyan shillings, and after the payout I received 6,600 Kenyan shillings, and so for sure this is something that can improve farmers' lives here.
Like many of his colleagues, he only took out enough insurance to cover 4 of his 10 cattle, meaning his payout isn't enough to cover the great losses he has had. Even so, he says he's pleased with the scheme and is likely to take out more insurance when he's built up his livestock again. But not everyone is happy with the way the payouts have worked. Some herders took out insurance the year before and were not paid because officially there was no drought in 2010, even though many of the animals still died. Others, like Pastor Waqo Huqa, say they are suspicious of the signs used to determine how bad a drought is.
Don't trust the satellites. This is simply because they are talking of up to now, the percentage of the death of the animal and is like 26% within Gadamodi division. The Gadamodi division is the division that we are living in now. They are talking of 26%, and 26% is not even half of the death of the animal that are living here.
It's a problem founder of the insurance scheme at the International Livestock Research Institute, Andrew Mude, says is as much to do about community education as it is to do with a faulty model.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. It's something that from the very beginning we have been hearing, and trying to explain to this community what a satellite is quite a challenge. But I think more what the problem is trying to is whether they understand this issue of basis risk. Some people will have bought insurance and they'll have less livestock die than actually they get insurance for. So they're happy, right? They're getting more payouts than the livestock that die. So you don't hear much of them. But there will be some others that who's a bit more of their livestock die than they get payments back, and so you will hear from them. And this is a challenge that we need to understand. And it all has to do with how well the model.
For the herders in Marsabit, Mude says the scheme has been of mixed success, but researchers say the payout has been an important step in demonstrating the system does result in cash changing hands. As the rains bring with them some hope for a more productive year ahead, a handful of cattle owners here at least will have something to put towards replenishing the stocks of animals they have lost.